Right, remember, because I'm here a day early, Rob has extended the tour.
So this is like extra VIP, no one ever does.
Yeah.
So we've now come over to Redditch,
Yes.
where we bought a company a few years ago, right, called Wartech. This is like an engineering company.
Okay,
And
Wartech, that's where we are.
Can you smell the oils?
I can.
They specialise in
Quite nice.
CNC machines where they make component parts. So like stainless steel fittings, copper fittings. I think they're the only company in the UK that make copper fittings that still go into the copper cylinders. So if you buy a Grant cylinder or another cylinder, we're the only people that make the fittings for them.
Oh, interesting.
Telford cylinders, so all the cylinder manufacturers that you could think of, and some of the major highbrow boiler manufacturers that are moving into heat pumps.
Yeah.
You'll find a lot of our fittings.
Yeah.
It won't have our name on it, but they'll be in the water cylinder tank. So we're gonna have a walk around that.
Don't you love this?
And I hope.
Let's have a little look. This is exciting. So it's so funny, isn't it? You think it's all made in around, it all buys from different bits. Rob's behind it all, really.
So here we go. Look.
Very exclusive. Look.
These are some of the examples. I don't know if you know.
So
there's some copper cylinder fittings.
Yes. Okay, we've all seen these. So they make the air separators as well. I love that.
Then you've got a bit of compression, and then you've got some olives, so we do the olives here as well. And then they demonstrated what they can do just with metal, so you can open up the case, Phil.
Oh.
And then that's aluminium.
Look at this, it's so cool. So all the olives and stuff are made here as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is wicked. I love this.
And that's obviously, that says Wartech on it, so
yeah.
That's like a nut. So,
but your one say Lawton on it.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
So eventually, hopefully it'll be the same, but who knows. But at the moment it's Wartech. But you can see, look.
Do I need to sign in again?
Yeah, you do.
Yep, right. Camera down. Right, we're going on. Right, steel toes are on. Let's do it. What does Wartech have to offer to the world? Oh, mate, we can't get away from the copper today.
Where that came from.
I know exactly where that come from. We've just been there.
But it's thick, right?
It's the thick walls.
Engineering tube tends to be a lot thicker.
Wasn't such a big plug in this one.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Get you know how to make tube, no? I won't.
Right then.
Copper strip comes on the press.
Yep.
And we basically press these from the coil.
Oh right, so it presses it into that.
Yeah, so
okay.
we do 2,500 an hour sort of thing on there.
Wow. All the cylinder fittings.
That goes in the cylinders. That becomes a 1-inch female fitting. Then we go onto that machine there to tap them.
Okay.
We've got 2 VMCs to do all of our milling work.
Can have a look at the machine.
Let's have a little look. So there we go. So you stick that on there and then it'll tap it all out in place. Yeah, it's wicked.
Little brass parts.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Is that made in that machine?
Yeah.
So will you, like, if you draw the designs up, will you manufacture anything that you can sort of, anything that anyone wants?
Yeah.
So.
Make to order.
Do you do anything for like F1 teams?
Was it NASCAR?
No, we've done a bit for, there's a guy that builds
that going there?
classic racing cars.
Classic racing car.
He builds like the old Class B Quattros and stuff.
Oh, wicked, yeah.
A few bit of work for that, and then you know the racing cars have got the hydraulic jack stands. So
Yeah.
the air in the cars.
Yeah.
When the guys are working on them, they put like we call them elephant feet.
Yeah.
And they just go round that. So if the air fails, the car won't drop.
Oh, right, interesting.
Copper press fittings, yeah.
So these 3 machines
Yeah.
will help make the cylinder fittings that you use in your copper cylinders.
Right, okay.
So Lawton tubes would make the coil for the heating
Yeah.
inside the
Yeah. And then take it to the coil, to the connection.
Wartech, part of Lawton Engineering, make the fittings that you then put your tube to once it comes out the cylinder.
Yeah, wicked. That's well interesting.
Anything that connects to the cylinder, we probably make the fittings for.
And you sell to pretty much all the like manufacturers, Telford and
cylinder manufacturer
Jewelry.
in the UK, stainless or copper. In the
yeah, wicked. That's fucking well interesting. See, yeah, you just don't know this stuff. I love it. It's like you just assume that wherever the cylinder's made, everything's just made there. Yeah. This is just all the scrap being collected from in there.
So this hasn't got a parts catcher, so all the parts come out via the conveyor.
Right, okay.
Sort out for the swarf, and these are that job that's over on that pallet there. It'll be pressed afterwards.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay.
So you've got copper tubing automatically fed
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah.
So it's an automatic feeder. and then it comes along in a pre-program, and it's going to cut to a specific length of copper pipe.
Yeah.
And then is it also doing some swaging or something on it?
It does the swage on the press.
And it does swage. So you're just cutting the piece it.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, wicked.
So it's automated.
Look at that guy.
There's lots of machines that do various things that are very similar.
Gushing. There we go. Done.
So we don't just do copper. We now get involved in stainless steel.
Yes. Ah, see, that looks familiar.
That's 2 operations. We get on the back machine to machine that in.
Yeah. So you do one side first and then the other side afterwards. Yeah,
And what's
wicked.
that going into a cylinder?
Looks like saying like maybe like a valent cylinder or something like that.
Possibly.
Yeah.
There's a super sexy machine instead of looking at.
That is super sexy, isn't it? Yeah. That looks like it does a lot. So what does this do?
Don't ask me.
Alright, what does this do?
So twin turrets, twin spindle machine, bar fed. But this allows, whereas that's going to be done 2 machines.
Yeah.
This can do it on one. You can do the second one on the spindle.
Right, so you do one side first and then the other afterwards. Yeah,
Machine
wicked.
at the same time.
Yeah, wicked.
So we're currently setting this one up.
Yeah.
How complicated that looks.
Mate, I just love that someone's invented that machine. You know what I mean? Someone with a book somewhere went, oh, I just to make a little fitting like that. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, incredible.
So these machines here.
Yeah.
So where we said that machine can do multiple tasks. in
Yeah.
one go, these ones are a bit more old-fashioned, but they do stack
Separately.
You end up making one of these.
Yes, we all know
it.
these.
It starts out with copper tube.
Yeah.
What's the
45, and then planish it over,
Yeah.
and then you thread roll on here.
And thread rolling means you get no swap.
Manipulate
Right.
the material.
Yeah, of course.
Cutting it, that's your forming it.
Oh right, it's not. Yeah, like you say. Yeah.
You've got like 3 dies in here, and the dies will come in and they'll rotate, and then as they go in,
They'll sort of like squash the copper together and manipulate it into having a thread. Here we go. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, look. Ta-da! There we go. When you got the right tools for the job, it's quite easy, isn't it? Yeah. No messing around. Ah, right. So that's so interesting. I thought it would just be like threaded out, like you say, it's forming it. Yeah. So good. It's all the machines.
this one is the party saw next door with the big 2¼ blanks. This threads them.
Right. Okay.
So this is robot loaded. You've got the robot arm that picks them up.
Oh, wicked. Oh, it's so fast I can't even film it.
Drops the part down here then to be checked.
There we go. Yeah, how quick that was. That was amazing. I love that. Mate, so much of my industry comes from this little factory. It's amazing. Put on the spot. Right, gents, we can make any fitting here, it seems. Can we make a T that goes up, out, and then that way?
A 3-way T?
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes because you're filming, but if you give me a drawing, I'll have a look. I think other people have asked the same question.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Well, I need to wipe this gunk off my hand.
Oh, right.
Copper man.
You touching your head.
What we got here?
I have no idea. So, great thing about Wartech is not only, as you've seen, that we can make the product.
Yeah.
Sometimes the customer has the product but doesn't have the drawings. So sometimes they have to what I call reverse engineer. So let's, for example, say there's a finished product, tubes. Can you make me 1,000 of those? And we'll go, well, you got the drawings, because CAD drawing makes it so much easier if you have the proper drawing.
Yeah.
But if you don't, and you've just got this because somebody else has lost the drawings or given you, or you're trying to match a product or trying to develop a product, we can use CAD drawing systems where this little probe.
Well, does that scan it?
What it does is it'll drop down and it'll take measurements all the way around.
I see. Yeah, so
It's
just
got
sort
a
of,
little probe,
what, it sort of
very
feels,
sensitive.
what, it just feels its way around,
Yeah,
sort
it
of thing.
literally just touches at every point around the product.
Yeah.
And then it then creates a 3D image on the computer. So that's the template made out of aluminium.
Yeah.
And that's the actual finished product, which is made out of solid copper, which weighs an absolute brick. But we've had to reverse engineer
That's
it.
epic.
So you give us that, and we create the same back.
That's awesome.
And that's one of the unique selling points of Wartech, really. So even if you didn't know what you got, so let's say you
Any
were
guesses
something
what
out
this
and
is?
you wanted one part,
Yeah.
or in your car, so it's classic car parts, and because you're the owner of the classic car, you're not the manufacturer of the classic car, and that classic car is well old, you give us the part, we reverse engineer it, we recreate what it should be. We can then enhance the product as well.
I was going to say, you could make it slightly better or whatever.
Make it slightly better.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of cylinder manufacturers
is
asking us to enhance the product.
Yeah, is it just copper, aluminium and brass? Or
stainless.
And stainless.
Any alloy, really.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's actually really good.
Lawton Tubes are moving out of the realms of just being a copper specialist.
You're like a 3D...
becoming a metal specialist.
Yeah, you're like a copper 3D printer.
I could be like our Wizard of Oz, the what's it, Tin Man.
We should make a giant copper U, a statue.
That's not the real thing, man. You don't need it.
So this machine's now working. So we're gonna go through it. So what's the process?
You've got something called a plug.
Yeah.
That goes up the bore of the tube.
Yeah.
And then the die, which is
Around the outside, yeah.
and that sort of like determines the thickness
Okay.
of the copper, which is going to, when it's drew through between the two of them.
Yeah. So you get the sort of the inside diameter and the thickness of the copper. Yeah. Okay.
So we use a steel bolt. We hammer the ends down like that.
Yeah.
We use a steel bolt which sticks behind there.
Okay. And then what, to just pull it through with brute force?
That little gadget there grips hold of the steel bolt.
Yeah.
Drags it through.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Wow. And then you push the bung out afterwards.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, he's got the knack of that. That goes up the orifice.
That's it. He's good at finding the hole.
Roll it back that way, assist you that way. Okay. Right, okay. And then what, up that end, does it cramp the pipe?
No.
Right, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Come on.
Shaft of the steel bolt will come out. You call it a glove, I don't know what the top of that.
Yeah.
That'll grip hold of the shaft of the steel bolt and drag the tube
Yeah.
through the wire.
Alright, wicked.
Go around that side now. Go around the other side, Todd.
Should I go around the other side?
No, this way.
Oh, in it. Oh, yeah. It's got hold of that.
That's it.
And it's just pulling it through and creating the wall thickness and the diameter. That's fantastic. One last one. Got it. Well, thank you so much for showing me. Right, have a good day. Thank you, chaps. Thank you. So, Pete and Rob, they're working out the challenges tomorrow, but I'm going to miss out on it because I'm going to go early morning, so I've got a job to do. This is all the planning behind the scenes. We've got different challenges set up around the thing, so it's going to be good. So, the boys have finally turned up. Right, chaps. So, it's about 5 o'clock, the time I was actually supposed to get here now. You know what time it is. And now I'm early. I've been really early, so it's good. So we're going to go and check in.
So Todd,
this
is actually the right time for when you should have arrived.
I know, yeah.
So just forget everything that you've seen.
Yeah, and do it all again tomorrow.
Don't tell them anything.
Okay, I'll let you on all the secrets. So this is the actual correct day today. Say hello. Hello to my YouTube. Shout out the Gimple.
And you have to go in the cold water.
So we're going to go over, start the few of the challenges, and then I'm going to shoot off because obviously I've done all this yesterday. But let's go and get Billy on camera. Put the shoelaces undone. You've got to have steel toes when you go in here. Billy's here now. Yes, Bill. Alright, how are you? Billy's also doing the radio with me on Monday. He's excited, I can tell. Hello, mate.
Yeah.
Good to see you. I'm known round these ends. And this is what we're doing. So I couldn't film this yesterday. Because I've got mine, haven't I?
So you'll have your own name on your own jingle or something.
Oh, that's very...
Oh, just PB non-school. And I'm done. So, what a cracking little visit up here. It was an honour to win Plumbers Plumber of the Year. Really, really enjoyed that. Obviously the boys, I've just done the presentation because that wasn't there yesterday. So the boys are now going to start the factory tour and do all the little challenges and whatnot. But as I thought it was Thursday, I've got jobs to do. So I've left now. It's about 9:45. And it's been a cracking visit. So I hope you enjoyed the, I'm sure this is going to be a few episodes because there's a lot of filming there. Yeah, if you liked it, let us know in the comments. All right, cheers guys, I'll see you later, bye bye.